Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 18th. I'm Jimmy Stu Tourist. Welcome to the live stream. I got my coffee. I hope you have your favorite hot or cold beverage of your choice. Depending on where you are, it's morning here. It is 6:20 a.m. Hi, John. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I saw you earlier in Sean's stream, but I appreciate you dropping by real quick. Today, our plan is to do a quick tour of the Fleetwood Southwind RV that we have. We got it all cleaned up and fixed up and ready to go. We have a trip coming up on Memorial Day weekend. We'll be heading up to Stratford, New Hampshire, to the KOA up there and spending the long weekend. Should be a good time. That'll be our first trip with the RV for the season. Good morning, loves you. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I'm glad that you stopped in. I should say good evening to you. We appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to be doing a tour of the RV, and just wanted to show everybody a little bit of what we use to hit the road with, at least when we're on the road. Yeah, the KOAs are nice. We've stayed at a few. I actually haven't stayed at one in New Hampshire. I've been to several between here and Utah, and sometimes some of them have these little cabins that you can rent. When Colleen and I went on a road trip with the car, we stayed at a few KOAs and stayed in the little cabins that they have, and that was a lot of fun. They're very clean. They're nice campgrounds, and we had a great time staying at them. So this will be our first time staying at a KOA here in New Hampshire, but it should be a lot of fun, and we're excited for it. So what's everybody doing for Memorial Day? Are you staying home? You having a cookout? Memorial Day here in the USA. It's the official start of the summer season. And we're going to kick it off with a bang. We're going up with some of my friends that I've worked with on the fire department over the years, and some other friends as well. And we're going to, like I said, spend a long weekend together, barbecuing, smoke a cigar or two, and just hang out. Of course, Molly will be coming with us. We rarely ever leave home without Molly. She is part of the family. But I'm thinking we should get to it. What do you think? Let me turn the camera around, and we're gonna get to this. Let's see. Go into settings. Go to camera. Go to back camera. There we go. There's the old girl. So this is our Fleetwood Southwind. It's a 2006, but it's a 2007 model. Funny how they do that, but this is it. We did buy this used. We didn't buy it new. There's my trailer that I used to go to the dump with. But this is it. It's got a V10 Ford Triton motor in it with an Allison transmission. It's a 35A model with the power platform, and there's plenty of storage. I'm on it. It has 3 slides, as you can see. There's 2 of them here. We do have an awning that comes out. That's the awning right there that comes out. I'm going to switch back over so I can see your comments. Let me go back to, there we go. All right, so yeah, we do have an awning that comes out of the top. I just recently had that worked on. It wasn't coming out, so I have a mobile repair person that comes out. But there's the bedroom slide right there. And it has see if I can open up the cabinet here. It has an Onan Marquee Gold 5500 kW generator. So when we're boondocking, we have plenty of power, 50 amps of power to run it. We have a backup camera on it. so we can see where we've been. It's funny to go down the road and have that camera on and you can see the cars behind you. Like I said, we have plenty of storage. Right now I have it plugged in. The water's on. I leave it plugged in all winter as far as the power goes. I have a 20 amp service here that we, good morning, Kenny. How are you? Thanks for coming in. But yeah, we leave it plugged in. And that way I can keep the batteries charged and things working. This is where all the connections are, the water, the power. This is where the dump is for the gray and black water. And then there's plenty of storage. There's all kinds of storage bins on it. This one has, this is the slide out for the dining area and the sofa. And a little tight here. We got our gardens here. But plenty of storage on this. And I did like the feature of having the driver's door, the emergency door, for just in case. That way I didn't feel claustrophobic. As you can see, it's got the Triton V10. That means it's gas. It's a gas puller. It's not a diesel pusher. But this is it. Thanks, Kenny. So let's go inside. Let's take a look inside. I don't want to spill my coffee. I think I got Sean up in here on the live stream. Give me 1 second here. Got a bug or something in my coffee. Oh well, we'll deal with that. So let's go on in. You'll be able to hear Sean. I'm gonna turn him down once I get in. But let's go inside. So this is it. Let me go on over here and we'll turn him down because I was watching him. I was in his listening to his stream earlier. So here we go. So here's the cockpit here. Of course, we got our entertainment center up top, TV and that. And this is the surround sound and the DVD player and that. In this cabinet over here is where the satellite system is located. There's all kinds of storage in here as well. We have Sirius satellite radio. Plenty of storage up top. We really like this. Like I said, we bought it used and we kind of fell into it. Here's the kitchen. Plenty of room in the kitchen. We have a convection microwave oven, which is just fantastic. Plus we have a regular oven down below here that you can see. And we do use both, believe it or not. Underneath here, I've got the coffee filters, but underneath here is where the cooktop is. So down below here is the cooktop. And we've had many breakfasts and dinners cooked. We do a lot of grilling when we're out. But there's a lot of room in the kitchen, as you can see. We do, like I said, do a lot of cooking in here. Of course, morning coffee is important. We have plenty of space down below for, the silverware and that. And we got all our tin foil and Ziplocs and that. This cabinet is empty. This is usually what we have some of the pots and pans and stuff, and they're inside right now. We've been washing because, of course, we opened up for the season, so we're getting things ready. This is where the spice cabinet is. Colleen keeps all our cooking accessories as far as food goes. On this side, we have the dining area. Let me move my iPad. As you can see, we have the dining room table. Thanks, John. Let's see. Oh, there's Kenny. Hey, Kenny.
Good morning.
Hey, buddy, how are you? We're just doing the tour.
Yeah, I see that. It's a really nice rig there.
Th- Thanks, bro. Yeah, so this is the dining room area, which is it's not very big, but you could fit four comfortably, and it's usually just Colleen and myself and Molly, and Molly doesn't sit at the table, so there's plenty of room for her and I. We
Yeah.
have a sleep sofa right here that pulls out, so when my son once in a while he'll come with us. This is where he sleeps, and we have the reclining chair, which is right here. Um, and we can move that around. It actually bolts down to the floor, and then you can unbolt it. Good morning, Brian. How are you? Thanks for stopping in.
Good
And
morning,
then
Brian.
so we can unbolt it and we can move it around. And that's a nice option. That way we have plenty of space to kind of move in and out of here. But so yeah, this is the main part of the cabin here. Here's the fridge. We have a double door refrigerator. There's no food in there yet, but double doors, which is nice. Gives us plenty of room to store food. The same thing goes up top with the freezer. We have a double double box freezer with an ice maker, and so we have plenty of room for stuff. Like I said, the storage in here. There's plenty of storage up above. We got all these cabinets here, and they run all the way down the top of there. We have storage up above where the cockpit is. There's storage, a small storage area up here. This is where the controls for the slides are, and we keep the manuals and that up top. This cabinet, this is where the controls for the awning is, as well as that's usually where we put the alcohol. This is the bar cabinet, I guess. Hey, Kelly and Tammy, how are you? Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Um, so yeah, like I said, there's plenty of room. So in between here, we have this is where the bathroom is, and it's a midship bathroom, and with comes with a hair dryer, believe it or not. Of course, the medicine chest, and then this is the shower. Plenty of plenty of room with the shower stall, especially for a big guy like me. And then one of the most important rooms is the head. Of course, it's your typical head, but there's a lot of room in here too. Um,
Good,
you got to have a fan, of course. That's most important, especially especially in the bathroom. You got to have the fan. Um, and then one of the selling points for us, we have this beautiful French-looking door with the windows in it. The 8-panel glass doors that lead into the bedroom. Here is the bedroom, and this is one of the slides here. This has a sleep number controls for the bed. So we both, Colleen and I both have on either side of the bed, we have the sleep number controls. So she may like it a little bit softer, and I may like a little more stiffer bed for my back. I have a nasty back. So, well, thank you guys. We appreciate that. Um,
hey, Kelly and Tammy's journey.
we really appreciate that you've become part of the group here. I'll make sure that we, if we're not, that we come over to your place. I think we are, but if not, I'll definitely be over later on. And then we have a TV in here as well. These TVs are they're regular normal TVs, so we're going to be switching these out and putting smart TVs in for both of them. Um, Brian saying good morning, all. Good morning, Brian. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning,
And
Brian.
we have, oh, yeah, we also have this feature here too, which is the washer and dryer. So that's one unit.
Cool.
So it washes clothes, and then once it's done, it'll switch over to dry mode, and it dries the clothing. It's not very big, but it's good for like bathing suits and towels and that kind of stuff. And then of course we have plenty of bureau space for clothing. I still have my clothing in here, my bathing suit, and what else? Closets for clothes. I got my clothes hanging in here. We're getting ready for Memorial Day weekend, so we're excited. And then there's a nice long coat closet here, and that's where we keep the vacuum and that. So there's a lot of room here. There's a lot of space. And all right, so what I'm going to do is, I think we're going to go over. I'm going to get my coffee, and then we're going to sit down and we're going to have a chat. So let's see. I'll sit right here at the dining table and switch over. Kenny, how have you been?
I've been doing pretty good. I've had a good weekend with Joy Bless Life this past weekend.
Did you guys go away somewhere?
Yeah, I went to my very first Ford F-100 truck show.
Oh, I
And,
saw I saw that you are. Did you premiere already, or are you going to premiere soon with
well,
the video?
I premiered one video Monday night, this past Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. And I'm really amazed that it has already reached well over 1K views.
Oh, that's awesome! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Right on.
I never ever expected a video to go over 1K views.
Yeah, well, just it's gonna start to explode, I think, for you, which is good.
By
You're,
far, that has been one of my best videos.
well, I think you must have a lot of Ford fans too, people. And I don't know if you saw the beginning of the tour here, but this has a Ford in it. This has a Ford V10 Triton.
Yeah.
That's what powers this rig. So
Yeah.
I'm driving a Ford myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always been and of course I know that several people really like those vintage vehicles. So um there were a lot of older model vehicles. And I know why people like those, because they don't have all the computer sensors and all that stuff in them, and they're made out of metal too.
Yeah, you can't beat American muscle. I'll tell you. That's when they built real vehicles. I mean, today you can't even get your hands inside of the engine compartment. There's so much crap in the way.
I, I talked to a guy the other day. He was talking about one of his vehicles he has now. You can just about sit down on one and put a dent in it
Right?
anymore.
Yeah, there was back in the 70s when I was a young man. You could sit on the hood or a trunk of a car, and you wouldn't have to worry about it even putting a dimple in it. And now you even leaning on it, you may put a dent in it. So they're certainly not made the way they used to, for sure. I miss a lot of those old cars. Um, that's to me, that's when they made really good vehicles, and they all did, not just the Ford, but the GMs and the Chevys, and
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
um, the Mopar and all of that. They made
Mm-hmm.
some really good muscle cars. Um, I miss those days when I was in high school. A lot of my friends, they all had Chevelles, or they had Fairlanes, or all kinds of great old American made muscle cars. And you don't see that much anymore.
Yeah, another thing too, they had cast iron engines in them. They were
They make them out of now.
huh?
What do they make them out of now, Kenny?
Aluminum.
Aluminum, yeah, yeah,
Unless you get like um, unless you get like a diesel vehicle with a diesel engine.
yeah. Those are made of steel.
Those are made of steel, but because aluminum wouldn't hold up in that type of And another thing too, unless you specifically request a cast iron engine, most of the time you're gonna get an aluminum engine anymore.
Right. Brian says I think he's saying he remembers sliding off the roof of his dad's '57 Impala. That was a car. That was a big American made car. I think my dad had one. I think it was newer than that. It was a 1960 something Impala. I remember the back seat was huge, and in the middle of the backrest was a speaker. I don't know if you must remember that, right, Brian? Had that speaker with the Impala emblem on it, and I can remember my dad turning a sharp corner and me sliding over and banging my head on that metal speaker. Um, Good times, I'll tell you. When I was little, no seatbelts back then either, Kenny. Well, they were there, but
Yeah.
it took a college degree to know how to use them, and they didn't really work that well. Nobody used those seatbelts back then.
Yeah, Brian there says cast iron diesels with turbos today. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because aluminum wouldn't hold up in that type of rig.
Right. Good morning, Brandon. I'm doing well, sir. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. We were doing a tour of the RV today. I'm actually sitting in it. You can see I'm sitting here. There's the cockpit behind me. Kenny and I did a tour of it's a Fleetwood Southwind. It's a 2007 model. Of course, it was built in '06. It has a Ford Triton V10 in it. When we bought this, um, that it only had 13,000 miles on it, which we were very surprised at the low mileage. But I know in RVs, some people that when they buy them, they just buy them and they don't drive them that much. They end up sitting in a campground for a long time. This one had two previous owners before us, so we're the third owner, and it was very well kept. It's in great shape. And if you want to go back and look at the replay later, you'll be able to see we walked around and looked at the outside and the compartments and that, and then walked inside. So, and some people are like, well, it's only got one bedroom, and that's what we wanted. Colin and I, we didn't want to have a lot of sleeping area just because we didn't we don't want to share the space with others. But it does have the sleep sofa. So, yeah, Brian says, yeah, that says a lot. Whack, right? You remember hitting your head on that speaker for sure. Brandon says he's doing good. All right, John, thank you for coming in. Tell Nancy we said hi. I hope you have a great day. And let me know after the wedding. I think you said the wedding is in July. We're going to have to plan on, let's do a collab or something. We'll get together and do a collaboration. And it would be great to meet up with you guys. I mean, we live in the same state, for goodness sake, so we need to get together for sure. So definitely we'll stay in touch for that. Brandon's saying, nice RV. That's one thing you're saving for the future. Yeah, so Colleen and I, we've always wanted one, and it took us until we were in our 50s to be able to get one. And we really, we're enjoying it now. This will be our third summer with it. So loves you says, hi to Kelly and Tammy. Good morning.
Good morning, loves you.
Madman McCracken's in. He says, nice rig.
Good morning, Madman McCracken.
Saying, yes, sir. Loves you, saying goodbye to John and Nancy. Have a good day. Kelly says, Kelly and Tammy saying hi to Brandon. Loves you, saying hi to Brandon. Loves you, saying hi to Brian. And everyone's saying hi to each other, which is good. I love it. So how's the weather in Tennessee today, Kenny? You guys got the warm weather? Nope. He's multitasking. I was asking how the weather is, Kenny.
How the weather is? It's a little chilly this morning.
Is that right?
But it says it's 53 degrees, but it feels a little cooler now.
Yeah, we've had the heat here, and then it rained. It rained 2 days ago, and it brought in some cooler weather. So it's been probably, I don't know, I'd say it's probably been about 70 every day for the high, which is nice. I mean, it's a typical weather for New England, spring in New England. It's a little breezy this morning, which it does feel cool, but it's a lot nicer than it's been, man. Of course, you'll hear me griping about the cold because I don't like it, but for the most part, the weather's good now. So, Brandon says, I hope our friend Tom Girl City is all right, whatever happened to her. I haven't seen her in a while. We haven't seen her in many of the streams or Love and Light, although she's been in touch with me. I haven't seen her in any of the streams. I know she's been busy. They got a new car and she's got a new job, so she's been busy with that. So Light and Love, we're thinking of you, and same thing with Tom Girl City, and hope to see them back here soon.
Brian, I'm in Kingsport, Tennessee, which is a lot of times also known as Northeast Tennessee.
North Tennessee. Are you north of Knoxville, Kenny?
I'm an hour and a half from Knoxville.
Are you north of?
Hour and a half to 2 hours from Knoxville.
Okay. I really love Tennessee. I've been there a few times. It's a great state.
Good morning, Najuma Brown.
Hey, Najuma. Good morning. How are you? Let's see. Brandon's saying she visited a few days ago. You haven't seen her, Tom Girl City, since December. Light and Love, you haven't seen her either. Like I said, Brandon, I've been in touch with her lately. We've been messaging each other, and I think she's doing fine. She's just been busy. Good morning, my friend Najuma. How are you? Our ever faithful supporter. We love having you in. I hope you're doing well this morning. And let's see. People are saying good morning. Kelly and Tammy, they love Tennessee as well. I do too. Brian, I know he said earlier it's 51 degrees in Derry, New Hampshire, which is the town just kind of south of where I live. It actually abuts the town I live in. We live in Auburn, and Brian lives in Derry. Brian and I both grew up in Derry, New Hampshire. We went to high school there, and that's where we met our significant others. That's where I met Colleen, and Brian's wife, Kathy, is Colleen's sister. So Brian is, he's family to me. Brian, you haven't been to Tennessee yet? Oh my gosh, Tennessee's beautiful. It is a beautiful state.
Yes, I agree to that. Now,
yes,
I will say I have not been to Nashville. I have not been to Nashville.
I've been to Nashville twice. Both times I was there during the day, which is a little different because it's known for its nightlife and music. But it's a nice city. I hope to get back there again when I can spend some time, being a musician. I want to hang out and see some of the country bands and that, and possibly buy a guitar there. But Nashville's a great city. I've been to the eastern side of the state, just south of you, Kenny, to Knoxville. I've been to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. We've spent a lot of time in the mountains over there in the Smokies. And it's a beautiful state. It really is. I still got a lot to do there, though. I want to go to the Jack Daniels distillery and take a tour there. And also there's the Hermitage, I think, is where, isn't that where, who's that, Brian? You got to tell me. Is it President Jackson? Anyways, that was his house. So And one of 4 states you haven't been in. One of 4. So he's been, sounds like he's been to a lot of states. I haven't been to them all yet either. But what, you got any trips coming up, Kenny? You got any plans to go anywhere? Are you doing any meetups or?
Well, I've got a meetup here in about 2 weeks, maybe a little less.
Nice.
June 10th through the 12th.
Where are you guys going? Uh-oh.
Huh.
Have you haven't slept yet, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Have you?
I only got like 4 hours though.
Oh, gotta have another cup of coffee.
Yeah. I'm going to be going to Warriors Pass State Park.
Is that in Tennessee?
Yeah. It's only about 10, 15 miles down the road, I guess.
Oh, that's cool. All right. At least it's close. Sleepy Kenny Love says. Yeah. Kenny sleeps in shifts between cups of coffee and doing live streams. All right, Brian, thanks for coming. I hope you have a good doctor's appointment. Be safe, my friend. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, we're going to be, let's see, I was saying, so Memorial Day weekend from the 27th through the 30th, we're going to be in Stratford, New Hampshire at the Stratford KOA. We're going to be meeting some friends there. If anybody is in New Hampshire, you're going to be up here for Memorial Day. Stop in and say hello. Send me a private message. Maybe we can meet up and visit with you. But we'll be up there for the official start of the summer season, especially here in New England. Let's see, it's 6:52, so I got to get rolling. I need to get going back, get ready for work. But I appreciate everybody coming in. Of course, as always, Kenny, you're always welcome here. I love it when you come up into the streams with us, and it's very much appreciated. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. And also, speaking of a premiere, I have a premiere today at 12:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
It's going to be a premiere of my first time back in March when I was in Helen, Georgia, at the Betty's Country Market store.
Oh, that sounds good. That may be what I saw then, the premiere that you had scheduled.
Well,
so
yeah, I have that one, and I also have another premiere video of the F100 truck show at the LeConte Center in Pigeon Forge, which is where I went to this past weekend. That is premiering at 2:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday.
Okay, that's the one I saw then. But let's look out for Kenny's premiere today at what time again? 12:20, you said?
12:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, so we'll be there for that one, and then we're going to look out for his other premiere on Friday, of course. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back up at 6:20. Hey, Zed Games, how are you? Good morning. Thanks for stopping in. We're getting ready to finish up the stream here, but I appreciate you coming in today. Go back and check out the replay. Of course, I got to do a shameless plug for our swag. So if you're looking for any astute tourist swag, you can get T-shirts and coffee mugs, and we got new beach tote bags and that. So right there's the URL. So go to teespring.com to the Astute Tourist store, and you can find all your Astute Tourist swag needs there. Zed Games is one of my new friends, and I'm glad you came in. It's really good to see you. Najuma Brown, as always, we love you, and I'm glad you came in to hang out with us. That's all right, my friend. We'll be back. We're here 6:20 a.m. every weekday morning, 6:20 Eastern Standard Time every weekday morning. And who knows, you'll catch us in some streams around. But thank you all for coming in. Don't forget, positive mental attitude, like I end with every day, is have some positive thoughts. chase those negative energies away from you. Don't forget, I don't have my flag with me, but uh, don't forget to think about those that are in harm's way. Our American veterans, they're there making sure that we are safe and free so we can do what we love to do, like Kenny and I hanging out in a live stream and making videos and going to Pigeon Forge to the F100 stuff and making videos. So we appreciate each and every one of them, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I guess that's going to be it. Again, Kenny, thank you, my friend. I will be seeing you around for sure.
Yes.
And tell Pa I said hi. And I hope you have a
He
good
is,
day.
yeah.
Awesome. And so I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. And I guess that's going to do it for me. I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.